Yes, the NBA Cup is... You look at Milwaukee. They lost their first game in the NBA Cup. Is tonight a must-win for them?
Well, you think about it, it's just game 2 of 4 in the group stage, okay? But if you come out 0-2, then it makes it really hard to advance.
And seeing how things are shaken out for Indiana as well, it was a strong start to the group stage for them, winning their first NBA Cup game.
Yeah, they played well in that one, but this will be a difficult challenge. Winning on the road is difficult in this league.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Nesmith out there with Derek Jones. And it's Turner in at the 5. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Nembhard. The shot by Lillard, no good. Here's Nesmith. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Milwaukee with the ball. Lillard right side. Pass to Jackson. Back to Middleton. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Lillard.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And here's Turner. Halliburton outside. To the wing, right side. Puts it up. Turner, no good.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Here's Nembhard. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Halliburton outside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Middleton. Jackson outside. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Middleton from the outside buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And they rank in the top half of the NBA in blocks, right in the middle of the pack. It's something they're looking to improve on.
And their ability to rack up second chance points has made the difference in a number of games. I love their activity on the offensive glass. Bucks on D. Halliburton finds Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Indiana shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first. One thing that always stands out, Clark, the way Derek Jones Jr. can levitate off the floor.
Yeah, he's got tremendous bounce. And you're right, he can just suspend himself in the air, which is unique. And it allows him to be an excellent defender because he can be 5 feet away from a guy and still bother him with his bounce and his length. And he's also become a pretty good corner pocket three-point shooter, too.
Milwaukee in the lead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. I asked him if there was a plan in place to slow down Halliburton. And Coach joked, hey, if a plan existed, somebody smarter than me would have come up with it. Tyrese impacts the game in too many ways for us to neutralize. We just need to do what we can to make life difficult for him.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here's Milwaukee now, after the basket by Indiana. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Jones grabs the board. For Indiana, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Nesmith. From downtown, hits the three-pointer.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. 4-point game. This their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
We know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Now here's Halliburton. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Nembhard outside, just 5 to shoot from outside the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Pass to Lopez. To halt the run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this is game 2 of the NBA Cup tournament for both of these teams here in the group play round.
Yeah, in this NBA Cup format, every single game counts. So a win here for either of these squads is essential to keep them in the hunt moving forward.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, Lopez to me is what you think of when you hear the term stretch 5. A center with some real deep range.
Indiana making a switch here. Smith, he's checked in for Turner. Walker comes in for Jones. Matherin's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Halliburton. Good on both. Clark, one thing to note when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
Now here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, putting up 8 points a game. There's Nesmith with a 3. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks trail. On the wing, Green. Walker covering. That gives them the lead.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside Nesmith. Pass to Matherin. The shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Well, Clark, talking about Benedict Matherin, he's another great young Canadian player.
Yeah, they've got a ton of them coming from north of the border, PA. I mean, Matherin, you got R.J. Barrett, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, at this point, you could probably fill a couple of rosters with high-level players that come from Canada.
And that one misses.
And one thing Benedict Matherin has no shortage of is raw athleticism. Now it's just a question of him honing that physical ability to be an effective pro-level player.
Now here's Lillard. Still no points. Another shot. Smith with the rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Here's Jones. Pass to Nesmith. Over Green. Nesmith's shot is off.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Rollins passes to Portis. Over McConnell. Smith with the rebound. Indiana leading. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And here's Jones, defended by Lillard, who is stolen by Lillard. Rollins passes to Lillard. On the wing, Green. Shot from 16. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks. Guys?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Here's McConnell. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Then it's Green, then it's DeLon Wright, and it's Rollins in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And the basket is good.
Great body control allows Mathurin to finish through contact.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Portis for 3. Antetokounmpo. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Giannis just doesn't stop working, plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
Mathurin with the ball. Got a hand on it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, no holding back. Giannis powers his way through.
Well, how about the concentration of Antetokounmpo? I mean, he expects to get hit when he's taking it strong to the rim, and still is able to muscle his way through contact.
Walker passes to Jones. Picked by Smith. McConnell from outside. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks leading by 3. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Shot from the wing. Again, Antetokounmpo missing. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And the shot's good. Mathurin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, physical D. But Mathurin's showing his strength and has the maturity to maintain his focus as well.
Portis against Smith. And rejected. Right side Mathurin. Robbed. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo is doubled. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Pushing it up now. Pass to McConnell. Outside Walker. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
That jump shot is going to be key for Walker in his career, especially with how physical a player he is.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
And it's tied up with that one.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Now here's Lopez. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. And here's Green from the arc. He buries it from 3. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Ryan, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's at hot.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for Green. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rollins. Nesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. Nesmith passes to Turner. Back to Nesmith. Jacks up a 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Now here's Nembhard, defended by Jackson. Outside for Halliburton. Back to Turner. Outside Nesmith. Halliburton for 3. Oh, you got to guard Halliburton from there.
Halliburton showing you a lot of confidence in his three-point stroke. That's something he's worked on.
Middleton looking around. Five on the clock. The 3 is up. The rebound by Nesmith. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 2. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
They had a tough time beyond the arc. A lot of their possessions ended in missed threes.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
And the call will be against Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jones, he's checked in for Indiana. Jackson, the pass to Lopez. Middleton outside, 6 to shoot. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Now here's Turner, coming off a 28-point game against the Rockets in Houston. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Portis has got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Nembhard. The Bucks getting their last shot to go. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
The Bucks leading by 6. Jackson outside. Pass to Lopez. Here's Middleton. This one for 3. Counted from distance. Middleton's got 7 points here in the quarter.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Pacers trail by 9. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Nembhard. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Bucks have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Here's Middleton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Nembhard uses the glass on the layup. Nembhard's gotten his first points of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the Indiana Pacers.
Poor execution for them offensively. Settling for bad shots far too often. Recipe for disaster.
Man, Kenny, your optimism is infectious. Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. One guy who's been getting it done is Chris Middleton.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Pacers trail by 7. On the floor for Indiana. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Derek Jones is out there with Miles Turner. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. Now here's Turner. No points yet. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Now here's Nembhard. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Middleton outside. Jackson finds Antetokounmpo. Now Lopez, defended by Jones. Lopez can't hit. Pacers trail by 7. Nesmith passes to Jones. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The big
Big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 8 points now. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
Outside Jones. Outside Neesmith. Turner in the high post. Back to Neesmith. Shot clock at 5. Here's Nembhard. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Lopez. Middleton outside. Lillard left side. Shoots over Halliburton. Lillard can't get it to go.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Here's Halliburton, defended by Lillard. Halliburton against Lillard. Halliburton, the pass to Jones. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And stolen by Middleton. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 10 points. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. This is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Turner. Now here's Nembhard. Back to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. The three ball. And here's Lopez from the arc. That shot missing.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
They still need this. No stopping Halliburton. So physical.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill. Feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
making a change here. Green is checked in. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. McConnell comes in for Tyrese Halliburton. Pacers on D. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. McConnell against Lillard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on T.J. McConnell.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Taking 2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Lillard. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball in his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Outside Mathurin. Back to McConnell. Pass to Turner. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
And he knocks down the first one.
Physicality of Turner is such a big part of his game.
Smith, he's checked in for Jones. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Milwaukee leading by 8. And out of bounds, the Pacers will take it. Let's see some of the numbers here for Tyrese Halliburton.
And he's a little less of a go-to guy for their offense now, at least compared to earlier on in the season. You can see his usage percentage is slumping over the last 5 games. Hopefully he can be more involved tonight.
Smith outside. Now here's Mathurin. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in. Mathurin's got 8.
Yeah, this is Mathurin at his best. Driving hard to the cup and finishing in style.
Pass to Lopez. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lopez has gotten 4 this quarter.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Smith outside. Fires the 3. Yes. And it's McConnell with the assist that time.
We've seen growing confidence from Smith behind the arc. I mean, he takes these pretty readily now.
The shot by Lillard, no good.
Still searching for his first bucket. You wonder how far ahead they'd be if he was playing anywhere near his full potential.
Pass to Turner. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Mathurin passes to Nesmith. McConnell outside. Over Lillard. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Now here's Green, averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Up and over Smith. It's deflected.
There you see Smith's length playing to his advantage defensively.
Inside. McConnell's shot is off. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo outside. Missed inside.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Neesmith with it. Working on Green. Smith outside. And that's not going to go. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Milwaukee out in front, leading by 3. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. Rick Carlisle had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
These guys are going to struggle guard movement, but if we dribble, they got one situation to play. It's too easy. All right? Come on.
More ball movement. That's what Coach Carlisle is asking for.
Exactly. I mean, when you over-dribble, you're letting the defense off the hook. The more you move the ball, the more it tires out the defense.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Then it's DeLon Wright, then it's Green, and it's Rollins in a 2-guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Shepherd. And he banks in the layup.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Green, a screen. Antetokounmpo inside. Looking on Walker.
Defense has Giannis well covered, but he gets physical right back and draws the foul in the act of shooting.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
First one falls for him.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him, an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
The Pacers making a switch here. Tice is checked in. He does not get the second one.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
The kick out to Walker. For 3, Smith. It's hauled in by Rollins.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Wright. Indiana with a rebound. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. McConnell outside. Back to Walker. McConnell right side. Smith with a screen on right. McConnell from outside. Shot no good. The Bucks leading by 4. To the wing on the left. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Portis, the pass to Rollins. Portis down low. Tice defending. They get the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Portis, the pass to Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That'll be a second foul of the game. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Jackson, he's checked in for Wright. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Tice. Neesmith comes in for Smith. Nimhart, he's checked in for Walker. And Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Rollins, defended by Halliburton. On the wing, Green. And the Bucks miss again.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner. Shoots over Portis. And Indiana misses again.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. Milwaukee making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Middleton comes in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for Rollins. Jones, he's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 4. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Outside for Halliburton. To win the drought. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Lopez. Jackson surveying the D. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 4 to shoot. Ooh, strong move from Giannis inside.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Halliburton misses.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Middleton outside. Pass to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, you hate to give Lopez an easy one around the rim, but you don't like sending him to the line either.
At the line for the Bucks, Lopez. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about him. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And the Bucks with the possession here after the basket by Indiana.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Wing shot on the way. Another one falls for Indiana.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Ooh, poked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Pacers. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
Lillard against Halliburton. 3 on the clock. Against resistance, Halliburton gets it to go.
What a big-time play by Tyrese Halliburton. Simply putting his team on his back.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Lillard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And the Bucks lead by 1.
custom crafted for moments just like this. Damian Lillard.
Here's Halliburton. That's off. 7 for 12 now. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Middleton, left side. Shoots over Neesmith. And it's in.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here.
It's your Bucks breaker crew.
.41 seconds left in the fourth. Fires it. Halliburton misses.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Lillard. And he sinks it.
Who else? It's got to be Lillard in that situation. No question about it.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Halliburton for three. Goes back up. Turner, no good. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 14-5.
Here's Lillard. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15-5. At the line for two. Damian Lillard.
Take a break.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
To stop the run, Lillard pulls down the board. So Milwaukee wins it. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.